What up, YouTube? I am Dom Knight. This is Night Talks, and I have something new for you guys today. Before you get into it, like this video, subscribe to the channel for more content. I have a goal. I want to hit 400 subs by the end of February. It's a big goal of some size. My eyes are on the prize, and I cannot do it without your help, so I appreciate you a lot. Today, guys, I'm doing something new. I'm trying something out. And I really want your guys' honest feedback. Tell me if there's something you like, something I should keep doing. It's a little bit different. This segment is called Am I the A-Hole? Where I'm pulling stories off where people want to know if they are the asshole or not. All right. And today I'm going to do 3 different stories. I'm going to read them to you guys. And I'm going to tell you whether or not I think the person is an a-hole. I'm going to do it on a scale of 0 to 10. All right. 10 being the biggest a-hole, 0 being not an a-hole at all. All right. So any guys who are familiar with my content, you probably heard my relationship advice, something kind of similar to this. But these stories don't necessarily have to do with relationships, but they do involve relationships one way or another, but not necessarily gonna line up in a relationship sense. So these can be whatever. I'm gonna try and keep them related to the kind of things I typically talk about, but every now and then you might just get something that's random. So guys, I'm just gonna get right into this, okay? So the first story, am I the a-hole for telling my mom about a message her boyfriend sent me? For context, I'm a 20-year-old female, received a text late last night from my mom's BF, 57 years old. They've been together for a few months and mostly it's been good, but there have been a few fights here and there. For example, a month or so ago, he was making jabs about my mom's weight and that really hurt her feelings. And frankly, really pissed me off. But he apologized when we moved past it, or so I thought. The other morning, they were arguing before they went to work and I asked her later that day when she got home what the argument was about. She told me he had gone through her phone and that really upset her because it was a breach of trust and I understood and let it go. However, last night he sent me a message around midnight out of the blue. It was pretty long and kind of convoluted, but he basically said that while he was surprised my mom was a BBW when they first met because her photos were so beautiful. He's grown to love her as a person, inside and out. The more he's got to know her. Already a weird start, but bear with me. He then went on to say that he needed to know the truth and that my mom was actually cheating on him and that he loved her but didn't trust her. Now for today, and the reason I'm asking if I'm the a-hole. This morning, I showed my mom the message and she got really angry and showed me proof that he was lying and that he went through her phone for 5 hours while she was sleeping and found nothing but messages to an old hookup from 6 months ago before they got together. He then pretended to be my mom to this guy and see if he could get info out of him, which was really weird in my opinion. And also, he got nothing. She ended up breaking up with him for trying to come between us and lying to me about her. But I don't know if I was out of line for telling my mom. Even if he was lying, am I the a-hole? Okay. First things first, I'm going to say this woman is not the a-hole. All right. And I'm going to give her a 0 out of 5. And the reason I'm going to do that is because all she did is what any normal person would have did. Your mom's dating some dude. They only been together 6 months. This ain't no guy she's been with for years that you know and respect and have grown to love. No, this is some dude that's, this is still new. All right. And it doesn't really matter who's lying or not. He shouldn't have even texted you and put you in the situation. That's their relationship. It has nothing to do with you. If your mom wants to stay with him, be with him, whatever. If she wants to leave him, go, whatever. That's her choice. So I don't know why he was hitting you up, I guess, to try and smooth over the fact that he said something about your mom's weight, whatever. But if what your mother is saying is true, see, you never know, truths can be stretched, all right? So I'm not going to sit here and just take everything this woman's saying at face value. But I will say, we'll pretend that she's telling the truth. Her mom is telling the truth, saying he went through her phone for 5 hours, even in 6 months. Dude, leave. That is a breach of trust. I'm a firm believer, if you feel like you need to go through someone's phone, then you shouldn't be with them. Because that means you don't trust them. Trust is key. Just like communication in a relationship. So, she probably should bounce. So, I'm giving the daughter 0 out of 10. I'm giving the mother 0 out of 10. And I'm going to give the boyfriend a 6 out of 10 for being an instigating weirdo. All right. Making the situation all weird. You got dumped because you went ahead and texted her daughter. You shouldn't have texted her for what? Why are you even bringing her in it? Weird. Next story. Am I the a-hole for getting angry at my mother-in-law when she refused to give my 6-month-old baby back after I asked repeatedly? My mother-in-law was holding my 6-month-old baby while we were having breakfast. I stood up and said, "I'll have her." And she said, "No, finish your coffee." I got a bit annoyed and said, "No, I will take my baby back," and reached for my baby. She giggled, pulled away, and said no. My husband was in the room too and was laughing as well. I got visibly angry and told her not to joke about this and give my baby back. I think it took another try or two when the mother-in-law was pulling away and keeping my baby. I was the only angry one, and my mother-in-law and husband were laughing at me. When I got my baby, my husband took her away from me and I removed myself from the situation to calm down. My husband thinks I'm an a-hole for reacting like this. Am I the a-hole? I'm gonna say no. Okay. And I'm gonna give you a 0. I'm gonna give you a 0 out of 10. Okay, because mother-in-laws, grandmas, sometimes they get a little obsessed with their kids. And they think they got more authority over what goes on than the parents do. And I'm sorry, this woman wanted her baby, newborn baby, give her baby back. All right, you've been holding her, she let you hold her, you had your time. She wants her baby. Give her a baby. That's her child. Okay? She asked you nicely. You think it's funny to say no and pull away, and no. Give the woman her baby. All right? It's not funny. You clearly see she was getting upset. No, I don't think that's cool. I don't think the mother-in-law and the husband were cool. They think it's funny, laughing, all that. This is a woman and her newborn kid. This is not a joke. This is a human life we're talking about. And mothers, y'all know how new mothers are. When they want their kid, give them their kid. All right? Just let them be. You had your time with the kid. Time to give it up. So I'm going to give you, OP, the original poster, I'm going to give you a 0 out of 10. I'm going to give your husband a 3 out of 10 for not supporting you. And I'm going to give your mother-in-law a 3 out of 10 for thinking this was funny and being a jerk about it. All right? Next story. Am I the a-hole for making a joke about my friend's 6th wedding? 6! Woo! Throwaway. Me, 54-year-old female. My friend Deborah, 55-year-old female. Have known each other since high school. Deborah recently got engaged to her boyfriend after dating him for 2 years. This is going to be Deborah's 6th marriage. And the wedding took place today. I was supposed to be her maid of honor again. So I was looking forward to it. 2 days ago, I called Deborah and told her I won't be able to attend the wedding. My ill mother recently broke her leg and needed someone to stay with her for a while. Deborah was a bit sad, but she understood my emergency. She made a joke about how she'll have to drink double the wine to make up for my absence. I chuckled and joked back, "Don't worry, I'll come to your 7th wedding." The call went dead silent, and she just hung up on me. A few hours later, I received several aggressive texts from the bridesmaids. They said I was a bitch for making such a cruel joke and that Deborah had called them crying about how I made fun of her. I feel bad and I'm wondering if I'm the a-hole. All right. Well, OP, I'm gonna give it, although I found the joke funny, I did think it was funny. I'm still gonna give you a score. You don't get a 0 here. I'm gonna give you a 2. All right, I'm not gonna throw you up there. I don't think what you did was absolutely terrible, but I fully understand how that hurt your friend's feelings. You know, your friend was cool about you not being able to come, and you're the maid of honor. She was cool about it. She made a little joke. I'm gonna have to drink double. You know, she was fine about it. And then, you know, what you said, it was a little bit mean, but it's funny because this woman's getting married 6 times. I think 3 should be your cutoff. If the third one don't work, you should just stop getting married, bro. Like, my Lord, you clearly just aren't meant to be married. 6 times, my Lord. Who? 55 years old, want to get married, and you've already done this 5 other times? Like, I don't even know why you want to put yourself through this again. Your chances of divorce are extremely high, but this isn't what this is about. This is whether or not this chick's a butthole, an a-hole. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna call her an a-hole, but it seems like she made a little joke that was, you know, I can see it hurting her feelings. This woman is probably thinking in her head, you know, this is it. I finally found my guy. And you make that kind of a joke. And, you know, I can see why it hurts. Okay, I can see why it hurts. But I don't think she needed to necessarily run to all the bridesmaids and tell them what was said. Now you're just causing a big conflict and problem within the friend group. So I'm going to give her a 0.5 out of 10 a-hole score for running and telling the friends. I think this is something you guys could have handled between you two after the wedding. She could have hey, you hurt my feelings. I don't like what you said. She could have explained her side, could have explained yours, and you guys could move on peacefully. But she made it a whole thing, and I get it. I know how brides be when it comes to that time, but I still don't think that was necessary. So you get a 2, she gets a 0.5. All the other bridesmaids, I'm going to give them a 0.5 as well, because I don't think they should have came and attacked you. But I get why they did it, defending their friend, all right? But you're not the worst person in the world, but that was a little bit mean, okay? Guys, I hope you enjoyed this style of video, something new for you, something different. Guys, tell me what you think about the stories. Tell me if you think I got any of these wrong, that some of these guys are worse, better, whatever you want to know. Let me know if you liked it, because if you guys don't like it, then I won't keep giving these to you. I won't waste your time. But if you do like it, I will keep making them. I thought I'd try something new, something I thought was interesting. But I am Dom Knight. This is Knight Talks. Always fun doing this kind of stuff as usual. Guys, make sure you like this video. Subscribe to my channel for more content. Hit the bell so you don't miss a thing. Help me hit my goal. The social media is right there for you. Follow me on Instagram. I will be back tomorrow with some advice.
Rack it up. I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up. She got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up. I got some gas, some packs. I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up. I'm with the gang. We taking shots off the rebound. Fucking my posts, say now. I've been humble too long.